Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Director of the Office of Construction Oversight for the MTA, Michael Wetherell.
Good morning. I'm here to talk to you about the second phase of our challenge, and that is to subway cars. To increase the capacity and reliability of our subway system, our entire fleet of subway cars will need to be rapidly upgraded. Additionally, the new signal system we're anticipating would enable more trains to operate in the system at once, thus requiring us to augment the size of our subway fleet. Our challenge, simply stated, is to equip each car with a modern signaling technology and maintain a larger, more reliable fleet. So we've developed 5 objectives to address this challenge. The first one being rapid delivery time. Second, new signal system. Third, improved reliability. Fourth, enhanced rider experience. And fifth, cost reasonableness. Let's look at the first one, rapid delivery time. We need to rapidly upgrade our entire fleet of 6,418 subway cars. The MTA has 2 traditional methods: procuring new cars and refurbishing existing cars. As far as procuring new cars, manufacturers have told us, and our experience shows, that it takes 3 to 5 years to begin delivery of new cars. These and other factors limit our ability to quickly enhance our fleet with a new car fleet. We aim to improve this with your help, but we need to transform our fleet quickly. Refurbishment is the fastest strategy. Our fleet, as you can see, is comprised of 11 different models, and an upgrade assessment and solution needs to be developed for each of those fleets. Unless the MTA is able to procure new cars significantly faster, efforts for this challenge should prioritize car refurbishment. The next objective of this challenge I'd like to talk about is the new signal system. Our cars must be able to house the elements of a new signaling system, including radios, radio antennas, and computers, wiring, and transponder-related equipment inside and underneath the car. Now, obviously, much of our subway fleet was built before the idea of CBTC. And so we're going to also need for you to look at how we are going to be able to outfit our legacy fleet. Next, improved car reliability. Lower breakdown rates is critical to increasing our on-time performance. So let's talk about how we measure our performance. The first one is metrics. The metric used to indicate the performance of a subway car is mean distance between failure, or MDBF. The vehicle MDBF is calculated based on the number of failures of that vehicle type that cause an interruption of service during a given period of time, let's say a month, divided by the total number of miles traveled for that fleet during that same period of time. So if one fleet travels 500,000 miles during a month and has 2 service interruptions, their MDBF would be 250,000 miles, simple. An interruption of service is defined as any incident that causes a train to be 5 or more minutes late to its arriving terminal, or an incident that takes the train, prevents it from completing a scheduled run. Today, our MDBF is 20 times better than it was in the 1980s, but that's not good enough. In order for there to be an interruption of service, a critical function, a system of the car must be inoperative, requiring immediate corrective action, or for that train to be taken out of service. A look at this graphic can show the major systems that we have concerns with. The top 3 systems comprise more than 75% of our service interruptions, those being doors, 39%, air brake at 20%, and propulsion at 19%, and the remainder being 22%. In order to improve the overall train reliability as a part of the refurbishment process, we need to determine which components inside of these systems or whether the entire systems need to be upgraded. The systems most prone to failure, as I said, were doors, where they open and close 7 million times per day, air brake, propulsion, and rounding off the top 5 is HVAC and auxiliary power units. Many of these critical systems contain components whose reliability is impacted by the harsh environment or operations causing premature or unanticipated failures. We're looking for innovative ways to increase MDBF through the refurbishment process. Next, we're going to talk about enhanced rider experience. During the refurbishment, we're expecting that highly visible components of the cars may be replaced, including the floors, seats, and grab bars. And this is an artist rendering of a new car, but it contains some of the things that we're talking about, and such as flip seats, step-aside areas next to doors or alcoves, strategic stanchion pole placement, improved grab bars, LED lighting, and Wi-Fi. Finally, cost reasonableness. The refurbishment process and component replacement must be cost reasonable, simply stated. So before I go, I'd like to talk to you about a few important notes on refurbishing our existing fleet of subway cars. First, the subway car structure must be tested to determine its long-term fitness for service. Assuming the results of this assessment are positive, a car can be refurbished to extend the life, improve reliability, and be retrofitted with the new signaling technology. Next, each of the fleets must be assessed to determine the level of refurbishment required to their individual components. Many of the older model cars are custom builds whose manufacturers may no longer exist, and in some cases, the component manufacturers no longer exist or they're not supported. Parts required for the refurbishment would need to become rapidly available to fit a surge of in-car refurbishments. Now, to perform the work, MTA has 13 maintenance facilities and 2 overhaul facilities within its network. In the past, we've shipped cars off-site to other refurbishment facilities as well. Here's a group of colleagues of mine who will be wearing blue name tags for your information after this presentation. Thank you.